goodness. Thank you all for joining us from across the country. Just take a moment, if you guys would like to, and just scroll through these beautiful tiles on our computers today, on our laptops, our iPads, however we're tuning in, and see your Mindful Parkinson's community. So click that arrow, wave hi to everyone. Hi. Hey, guys. Hey. So many new faces, so many beautiful mindful faces here today. So I just want to send a little reminder that the Parkinson's Foundation does host virtual events every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To learn more and to register for those virtual events, you can visit parkinson.org/PDHealth. And PD Health at Home is presented by the Light of Day Foundation, whose generosity has made this programming possible. So I'd like to thank the Light of Day Foundation for their tremendous support. The Parkinson's Foundation, for those of you who don't know much about us, we provide families with free resources, including our website, parkinson.org, educational books, webinars, podcasts, a hospitalization kit, and our toll-free helpline, 1-800-4PD-INFO, which is staffed by bilingual Parkinson's specialists. So that number, Jennifer's going to put that in the chat for you all, 1-800-4PD-INFO. You can learn more about our resources and virtual events by visiting our website, parkinson.org, or by calling our helpline. So join us this Wellness Wednesday, January 6th, to learn about cognitive and mood symptoms in Parkinson's disease and how they're interrelated, and how it can be quite challenging to identify, disentangle, and manage these cognitive and mood symptoms. Neuropsychologists can provide a specialized evaluation of these to assist with diagnosis and strategies for management. So join us this Wellness Wednesday to learn the role neuropsychologists can play in a Parkinson's care team. So you can learn more and register for this Wednesday's event at parkinson.org/PDHealth. Next week, we are going to be welcoming back Dr. Taylor Rush from Cleveland Clinic. She is a clinical health psychologist, and she will be tackling the topic of acceptance of Parkinson's disease through meditation. So don't forget to sign up for next Monday's meditation. And I promised you all the last time we met that I would be sending out a New Year intention setting practice for us all. So that does live on our YouTube channel. You go to youtube.com, search Parkinson's Foundation, go to the videos tab, and you will find the New Year intention setting Mindfulness Monday session. So you'll want to grab a pen and a paper for that session and begin your new year, whatever day you decide to sit down and practice with me to set your intentions. Make sure you have that pen and paper with you. We're going to do in this video, we do a little bit of an activity. So that is a New Year intention setting session on our YouTube channel. So now let's jump into the practice. And I've got my screen nice and small so I can see everyone's faces. Hello. Oh, it's so beautiful to see you all. So just begin by saying Happy New Year, right? And I wanted to start our mindfulness session of the new year with a loving kindness meditation. So what is loving kindness meditation? It's a practice that's tied with self-love, empathy, understanding, and of course, kindness. And today we're going to focus on loving kindness for ourselves. I think we get so energized and distracted by everything that we have to do, all the things that need to be done for others, and other elements of life that we forget to give the same attention and care and love to ourselves. So a loving kindness meditation in the yogic world, we like to call it a metta, M-E-T-T-A, metta meditation. A metta meditation is the ultimate form of generous and selfless love towards ourselves and towards others. And this can be really, really challenging to do when we are living through a chronic disease, right? Very challenging to do. And so Buddha said, unless we treat ourselves with love and compassion, we cannot reflect the same to others. So it always starts at the home base. Love and compassion for ourselves, so we can extend that same love and compassion to others. So I just want to note that I am taking this guidance from a website called positivepsychology.com. So I just wanted to send that little reference out there for them. The four main factors of a metta meditation is number one, all-inclusive. Anyone can do a loving kindness and or metta meditation. Everyone can do it. Two, there's no prior setup to do or practice a loving kindness meditation. You can be very flexible in this form of meditation. Number three, it does not induce sentiment or feelings of goodwill. And on the flip side, it does not make us feel obligated to any kind of feelings. You just focus on the process. And lastly, the effects of a loving kindness meditation last, gives us motivation and empathy for ourselves and for everyone and for the world around us. So I want to talk a little bit about a meditation environment. And for me, I know we like to, encourage wherever you are, however you want to sit, however you want to lay, it's perfectly fine. But I also want to put a little weight on having space for meditation. So creating a space for it. So for me, I have a little candle lit in front of me, and the candle is lavender and lemongrass, and the name of it's called Calming. So that's how I set up my meditation center, my space, thinking about the space that you're going to be holding this type of energy in. So I often like to have plants. If you guys see behind me, there's fresh live plants, even fake plants, just the color of green can be really soothing and relaxing. And lastly, having the scent. So we talked about the candle, but also the lighting. The lighting can influence how you feel in a room, which can impact how your meditation may go. So thinking about it after this meditation, this Mindful Monday, think about giving something a little extra to your space next Monday. A candle, lighting incense, maybe you bring a flower, a picture of someone special to you. Maybe it's a piece of artwork your granddaughter or grandson made, something that can give you a little sense of so setting up your space for meditation. And I want to talk a little bit, since we have quite a few new people here today, the research on what mindful meditation can do for the general public, and even more so for someone living with Parkinson's. So the research shows that meditation enhances brain activity, cognitive function. So when you dedicate time to really focus on a meditation practice, a mindful meditation practice, you can change the way the brain processes information, the activity that the brain does for us all day, every day, even at night, right? Another research indication is that it helps us regulate our emotions. Meditation, mindful meditation, just a mindful practice in general, helps regulate our emotions, which also leads to stress management. We're pretty stressed out lately with everything that's going on in the world, everything that's going on personally, the changes that we've had to endure with COVID-19. So meditation can be extremely beneficial during those challenging times. And I have to highlight that mindful meditation can improve immune function. More so now, right? We all really have to think about supporting our immune system. So this is another tool that we can offer on our toolbox to support ourselves physically and mentally. And I'll throw it in there. Mindful meditation helps cultivate happiness and appreciation and just overall acceptance of life just as it is. So thinking about all the benefits that a mindful practice can offer us, why not dedicate some time to receive and digest and integrate all those benefits of a mindful meditation practice? Are we ready to practice? Okay, so thinking about your space, thinking about your seat. How are you sitting? If you're laying down, how does it feel to lay down? And if you are laying down or sitting, feeling the body supported, either by the chair beneath your seat or the bed or the sofa that the body's comfortably relaxing on. Good. So meditation is supposed to be challenging. But anytime you feel this challenge, something pulling you away, is perfectly okay. You have to practice, right? So find your seat or your comfortable laying position. I love to feel my feet on the ground, feeling supported by the earth beneath me, the wooden floor, I should say. Shrug the shoulders up towards the ears and then just let the shoulders come down. And if you feel comfortable with it, you can slowly close your eyes. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right here. Big breath in and let it go. And we'll take 2 more breaths together. And again. Loving kindness practice starts with us. And when we show ourselves love and compassion, we can share that with others. So just taking a moment to find comfort in the stillness. For some of us, it might not be comfortable to be still. And knowing that the stillness that you feel is yours, including the tremor, including the shakes. Let it be present in your stillness. Breathing in and out. I'm going to offer you some phrases of loving kindness that you can say out loud or you can say to yourself silently. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be safe. May I be safe. May I be well in body and mind. May I be well in body and mind. May I be at ease and happy. May I be at ease and happy. We'll sit together for a few moments of silence. You can repeat any phrase that I offered you. It might be resonating more in your heart than the other. As we find the silence together, allow the distractions to come and bring the focus back to your loving kindness practice. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be safe. May I be well in body and mind. May I be at ease and happy. And if it feels comfortable too, I'll invite each of you to bring both hands and just settle them onto your heart. Allowing yourself permission to feel this love and compassion. We'll all take a breath in and let it go. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, you can gently flutter the eyes open. Maybe look around, move around a little, wiggle a little. Finding movement, gentle movement, looking around. So finding that moment to give yourself some loving kindness. For some, it can be very easy. For others, it can be very, very challenging, very challenging. And the more we practice this compassion for ourselves, we're able to extend that much easier to others. And so if you feel like sharing, I would love to read in the chat if there was anything significant that you felt, any reactions or distractions that you might have had during our practice today, and giving us just a moment to kind of discuss it. Meditation can be very different for people across the board. So when we kind of have an opportunity to explore the challenges that each of us face during our meditation practice, I'm sure there'd be another person that says, oh, I felt that too. I didn't feel like I was giving myself the kindness. It was really hard for me to hear those words, Crista. Or, and then other people can relate to the challenges that you face. And others can relate to maybe some of the ease that others might have felt during this type of metta meditation. Oftentimes we are resistant to receiving positive words to ourselves. I know for many, many of us, it's hard to receive praise from others. You did such a good job. And you're like, well, I could have done it like this. And it just gets challenging to accept compliments and kind words. I do have some chats here, so let me open up and see what's going on. Oh, Denise, this is my favorite meditation. I felt peace and calm. Thanks, Denise. Yeah, it's a difficult one to practice for some, and it's by far, as I mentioned, the most flexible meditation practice that we can continue to practice as we build and cultivate our mindful awareness. Yes, Annette, physically putting my hands on my heart was joyfully filling. Yeah, and I mean, how often do you really have a chance to connect the hand to your heart, and feel the beat, feel yourself, feel that warmth between the hand and the heart? It's really something special. So those are some tools that we can use throughout our week. And I'll invite you to take this meditation, maybe one of the phrases to slow down. Yes, absolutely. Oh, everyone's writing in now. Thank you. In Chadwick at Windstream writes, this helps me to slow down. Yes, yes. Everyone needs to slow down. Even with Parkinson's disease, when you feel like you need to walk faster, sometimes we need to slow down. And then we can walk faster, right? David writes, I felt toxic thoughts and feelings faded away, and a warm relaxation filled the space. Absolutely, David. Thank you so much for sharing that. Oftentimes when we give ourselves a chance to find stillness and to just be present with whatever's happening physically, emotionally, mentally, negative thoughts seem to bubble up because you give yourself a chance to be present with it. And the mindful practice is acknowledging that those feelings exist there. And when you're guided through a loving kindness, maybe filling that space, as David said, filling that space with warmth, with kindness. So thanks, David. Chuck says, I found it hard to focus on myself as I was thinking of everything that I need to accomplish this afternoon. Absolutely. I hear you. I hear you. It's the first Monday of the year. There's a lot going on. Some of us have been out of work for the holiday season and are just returning. But yes, Chuck, it's more important now. Research does indicate that meditation helps productivity. So when we actually give ourselves that time to focus, we can be enhanced in the work that we are able to produce. So thank you, Chuck, for sharing. Carol writes, this is the first time I've joined any PD group, so it's a real watershed for me. I'm fairly newly diagnosed and still a younger worker person. This was good for me. I do meditate and I do believe it will help PD. It was good to feel part of the group. Carol, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I understand how challenging it is to embrace something new. I don't personally understand what it's like to be diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, but the fact that you have started your journey by finding the foundation and deciding and having the courage to join this group is outstanding. So I thank you for being here. And I'm sure many of the community members here joining us are just so grateful that you took that leap of faith and joined us today. So thank you so much for being here. And I hope you come back next Monday. Oh, in Chadwick, Nancy, thanks, Nancy. Good, I had to fight to stay awake. Yes, Pauline, yes. So meditation does invoke sometimes for some of us this really deep sense of relaxation. And, if you are fighting sleep, that is a sign that you're tired. So let yourself sleep. Let yourself sleep, Pauline. Vicky says, as a caregiver, I tend to put my husband's needs first. Glad to take a moment for myself. Yes, absolutely. So important to take those moments just for us so that we are able to provide the most love and compassion to others. So thank you, Vicky, for being here. I think I went over time. Sorry, guys. It's my first Mindful Monday of the year, and I'm very excited to be here with you all and that you all joined in today to receive some loving kindness for yourself. First and foremost, for yourself. So next week, we will be inviting Dr. Taylor Rush from Cleveland Clinic, who's going to be talking about acceptance with our mindful community. So please tune in next Monday, and we will see you then. Carry this loving kindness with you through the week, okay, guys? And I'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.